guys, it's Kimberlee, and today I am doing another Glamlite palette review video. And if you'd seen my last video, I reviewed the Street Taco, which is her newest palette, and I also hauled a couple of other palettes. And today we are going to be talking all about the Glamlite Pizza Slice, and this is the Meat Lovers Pizza Slice. So I'm so excited to just get right into it. I cannot wait. So this is the palette right here. It comes in this cute little pizza box that's in the shape of a slice, and you just open right up and there is the palette. So the palette itself is like in this little slice. Isn't that so cute? The shape of the triangle, I just love that. And that's what the back looks like. And then you just open it right on up. Boop. Open it right on up. And it had one of those little plastic sleeves in here to cover the shadows, but I just threw that out already. But it has a nice mirror and then all of those shades right there. So this is a 10-pan palette, which is just like the Street Taco, which is also a 10-pan palette. And yeah, it's so cute since it's Meat Lovers. It's like all kind of meat tones, kind of red, burgundy, purple, that kind of a thing. So yeah, that is just right up my alley. My favorite kinds of colors to wear, so I cannot wait. So if you haven't seen my Street Taco palette review, you should definitely check that out. But that was my first palette I've tried of Glamlite, and I absolutely loved it. It was phenomenal. All the colors worked fantastic, and so I'm very excited to see if this palette is comparable and just different colors, and if the quality is the same and consistent. But I will say one thing that I mentioned in the Street Taco video was the smell. The Street Taco palette kind of had a paint, fume, chemically kind of smell, and this palette has it, but way less than the other palette. This is just like a hint of it. The other palette was pretty strong when I opened it. So yeah, just in case you're curious about that, if that bothers you, I do want to make sure I mention it because I have never seen any person on YouTube review these palettes and who have said that. And so yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I definitely mention that because mine do have quite a scent. Like I said, the taco is worse than this palette, but it's definitely there for both of them. So anyway, I'm just gonna go right on into these shades and start doing a look. So before we get into the eye look that I'm going to be doing today, I am going to do some swatches of this pizza palette, and I guess we'll just go row by row. So I'm gonna start with the shade Meatballs and go this way. So this is the first row right there, and I gotta say, I am kind of an awful swatcher, but these swatches look amazing. So if that does not attest to the creaminess and just the pigment of these shadows, it's incredible. So I am very happy with that. So we are going to start at the top with the shade Meatballs, Pepperoni, Chicken, and Ham. Right here we have the second row. At the top we have Bacon, Salami, and Canadian Bacon. Those are the shades right there. That shade Bacon is gorgeous. So pretty. It looks like very silver in the pan, but it has this like shift, as you can see. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a tan kind of color. It's so pretty. Alright, and these are the last two rows, rows 3 and 4. I just did them together because it's only 3 shades. So we have crushed red pepper, red onions, and sausage. And again, those are all 3 matte shades, and they're so pigmented and so easy and creamy. I'm like so excited about it. So yeah, those are all of the shades swatched right there. So let's get into the eye look. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and I'm just gonna go into this shade right here, which is Meatballs. And I'm just gonna buff that into the eye. I'm gonna buff that into the crease and just be really light-handed. Just a little wash of color. So I have some pretty exciting news. I have ordered a camera today. For those who haven't been around for long or whatever, I film on my iPhone, and it's been good, but recently I've been having some issues with it. It glitches every once in a while. Sometimes it just stops recording in the middle of my video and deletes all the footage. It's just getting kind of frustrating. The sound doesn't work very much on it anymore. I have to plug in an external microphone. It's just becoming a hassle, and I would really like to upgrade the quality of my videos. So I ordered a camera a couple days ago, and it's coming in the mail, and I'm so excited and I can't wait. So that is definitely something to look forward to. I have a camera coming, and it's gonna be like amazing. So now I'm going to take that same brush, and just to warm things up, I am going to go into this pink shade right here, Canadian Bacon, and I'm just going to run that along the same as before. That color certainly has a lot of pigment. I did not go in with very much at all. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was a lot. Yeah, you definitely have to go light-handed with these palettes because they are no joke. They are serious pigment. Now I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, but just a smaller one to get more precision in the crease. And I'm going to go in with this red shade here, Crushed Red Peppers. And I'm just going to try and keep that a little more concentrated in the crease. So in this quarantine, I know a lot of people have just been like working on themselves and trying to keep themselves busy, do different things that they don't normally have the time to do. And I gotta say, something I've been working a lot on is my setup for this YouTube channel. I have grown a lot, and for those of you who are new to the channel and have recently subscribed, because I know there are a bunch of you out there, I want to thank you so much, and I really enjoy having to be able to grow this channel and having new people and new followers and just new people to share my love of makeup with. I really appreciate it, so thank you. But yeah, I've just been working on my setup. My boyfriend is so loving, and he's so nice to help me out. I feel like every time I come on here, I'm like, we updated the setup, but we're literally doing it every time I film. Now I have a desk in front of me, which I never had before, so it's so much easier for me to be able to like grab things. We've adjusted how we have the tripod and the light, and with my new camera coming, we're just getting a whole upgrade over here, and I'm like so excited about it. I feel like I'm very blessed to be able to be with him during this quarantine and to be able to work on things like that. And it's been so much fun, and I couldn't trade it for the world, but I just am happy, and I want to share it with you guys because you can definitely expect some higher quality content, so I'm super excited. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Sausage because I feel like it's not deep enough for my liking. So I am just going to take this in the corner in the crease and just kind of darken things up a little bit. Yeah, that is so much better. These shadows are not disappointing. They are just like the Taco palette in the sense that they are so pigmented and so blendable. It's fantastic. I love it so much. They are really pigmented, so if you're still new to makeup and you're kind of uncomfortable with that, it might be a little bit of a concern, but they are so easy to blend. So for beginners, it's also very easy because you do not need to put much effort in to get a blended look. It's so easy and it's just flawless. I love it so much. So now I'm just going to go in with this flat brush right here, and I'm going to pick up this shade called Pepperoni. That is such like a pretty foiled red shade. And I'm just going to pick that up on my brush, and I'm going to put that on the lid. I don't normally use a brush for my foiled shades. However, it did work out for me. I tried it with the Taco palette and it did work out actually really well, so I figured I would give this one a shot. I will say I don't think Pepperoni is the best shade to use a brush with. I would probably use my finger in the future with that shade. And it does look a little different than some of her other foiled shadows. You can definitely tell a difference between this shade and these shades. Look at how shiny and reflective those shades are, and this one's just a little duller. So it might be a different formula, in which case I would definitely use my finger for this shade. But I do want to use my brush just to be a little more precise. And I'm okay with it not being totally bam foiled, because I am going to go in with another shade over top. So that is with the shade Pepperoni down. And now I'm going to go into this pink foiled shade called Ham, again with the brush, because this one looks more like the foil shades that I used in the Taco palette that I enjoyed using with the brush. And we're going to see how that goes. And I am just going to pick some up with my brush. Okay, so this one does not seem to be picking up with my brush pretty much at all. I just tried to pick some up on the brush, and it's just not really like doing it for me. See how it's all crumbly? It's only getting like little pockets of it. So you know what? I am going to go on my finger because I feel like it has good potential, and I'm not always a brush person anyway. I'm usually not. So I'm just gonna go on my finger, I guess, into this ham shade. Yeah, because look at how pretty that is. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to start in the center, but it might be kind of everywhere, but let's see. Pop that right in the center of the lid. Yeah, that is so pretty. Just going to go back in with my brush and kind of blend out the edges, giving a little bit of like a halo eye situation. Yeah, and I think that's really pretty. So now I'm going to go in with a little pencil brush on the lower lashes, and I am going to dip into the shade Meatballs right here, and I'm going to run that along my lower lashes. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this pink shade Canadian Bacon and just put that on the lower lash line, but on the outer half, towards the outer edge. Just to kind of tie it into the top and warm it up. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, put on some lashes, some lips, and I will be right back. Alright, so I finished the other eye and I put on a little bit of lipstick. I went with this lipstick. This is a lipstick one of my coworkers gave me, and I've never heard of this brand before, but it's a Mirabella lipstick, and it is in the shade Barely Beige. It's like a very like gray toned nude. It doesn't pick up as gray on screen, but in person it is definitely like very gray undertoned. And then to just bring it a little more like to life, bring a little pink to it, I went in with the Jeffree Star, the gloss in the shade Lord Star, this one right there. So I feel like that's a really pretty, just kind of pinky nude to go with this eye look. And for my lashes, I put a little mascara on, and I put on a pair of Dstar Lashes in the shade Deborah. If you've been watching my channel, my last couple of videos at all, you know I'm always in Dstar Lashes. They are my favorite lashes right now, like to die for. They're the only lashes I've been wearing. And I always like leave them linked down below, so if you want to check them out, link them down below. I know that's not what this video is about, but I do want to mention that if you want to try them out, they are, first of all, you can just go to the website and buy lashes. They're like great. I'm not affiliated with them at all, so I'm not making a penny off of this. I just love them, so I want to give the news. But on May 1st, this Friday, which is my birthday, they're launching a subscription, like, box, I guess, kind of a thing. So yeah, if you want to check it out, you should definitely check it out. I think I'm going to check it out myself. Little birthday gift to myself. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for the look. I love it so much. I think it turned out so pretty. The quality of the shadows is there. It is so pigmented. It blends so well. I will say I liked the foiled shades better in the Street Taco than I do in the Meat Lovers Pizza Slice. They work beautifully with the fingers. The Pizza Slice ones, I didn't have any issues. I think that ham shade looks gorgeous, but in the Taco palette, I was able to use them with my brush, which is something I don't normally like with foiled shadows. So, being said that I didn't like it with this, that doesn't mean I think it's bad, because I typically don't like using a brush at all. I just don't think it has good payoff. But for the first time, like ever, I thought the Taco palette had really nice payoff with the brush. So I do think those foils are a little bit nicer than these. That being said, this is really good quality and for a good price too. So I am so excited about it. I will definitely be reaching for it again. I will say, if you love pinks, reds, whatever, this is a great palette, which I do. So this is like my dream palette. But recently I've been really trying to branch out and try different looks. So I think I would still pick the Street Taco palette over this one. I feel like the color story in that one is a little more inspiring. I heard a lot of people say that they didn't think it was a cohesive color story. Personally, I think it's very cohesive. In that video, you should go check it out. I used 7 of the 10 shades in that palette. So I don't know, I just think it's a little more inspiring and fun. This is a little more monochromatic, which is normally my vibe, but I'm trying to branch out of that. All in all, I think it's an awesome palette, and if this color shade is your vibe, you cannot go wrong with it. Let's see, in today's look, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 10 shadows. So, actually I used 7 because when I put on some lashes, I put a little bit of this bacon shade in my inner corner, which I think is nice. It just adds a little bit of pop. So yeah, actually, as well as the Taco palette, I also used 7 out of the 10 shades, which I think is great. And you can definitely go for different vibes. You can focus more on the purple. You could do just the browns, make it more neutral. I definitely think that there's a lot of variety you can do with this palette, and I think the quality is amazing. So yeah, I am definitely becoming a big Glamlite palette fan. I have one more palette to try from her, the Cake palette, which I think I will be uploading that on my birthday on May 1st, because I just think what better way to celebrate your birthday than to do your makeup with a cake palette? Like, what? That's perfect. I love that. So stay tuned for that video coming on Friday. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!